Hello everyone. My name is Highwada. You are on youtube.com/a whole bunch of random letters and numbers. And today I have another exciting game of Age of Empires 4 for you, casted by yours truly. If you like this kind of content, make sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video. It really helps me out. I find that if I don't mention it at the start of the video, people forget to do it. So please help me out here so I can get some more people to come hang out and enjoy some great Age of Empires 4 gameplay. But speaking of gameplay, let's get into it. We have Action Mark spawning over here on the west side. I almost got really confused there, of Nagari, up against his opponent on the east side, 3DB. 3DB playing the Abbasid Dynasty, and Mark is playing the Mongols. We love seeing a good Mongols versus Abbasid, in my opinion. At least I do. I love watching Abbasid Dynasty gameplay. I am an Abbasid main. I really enjoy what that civ is able to do, and I think there's a lot of potential that's kind of untapped. And sure, they need a bit of a buff, and some civs need a bit of a nerf. No civ in particular, however. There's no one I'd really say specifically needs a nerf or anything like that. But with that being said, let's get into kind of what these players are dealing with at their bases and what they can kind of make happen today. We have our Uvu going up right away for Mark. We are going to also see the berries are very close by to his town center. Wood lying right on his TC, because as the Mongols, you can drop it wherever you'd like. And our gold's pretty far off. Our stone's pretty far off too. This is your secondary stone, but the Uvu is close enough to be in a defensible situation and position here. It looks like we are going straight onto the water in the middle of the map for Action Mark, which is always, you know, the play you want to go for. Look at all these deep water fish here, deep sea fish. Deep water fish, actually. 2,000 food per fishing spot. And this dock is actually going to be denied for the time being. I find a lot of the time nowadays, a lot of players will send out 2 villagers at the higher level in order to try to get those docks up and running. Because if you don't, what ends up happening is you get denied like this. So right away, 3DB going to be able to scout out what's going on here with the Uvu. And the 3DB get 2 scouts. Usually 3DB does open with 2 scouts, I find. But I think right now we are only on the 1 scout. Just over here, and we're actually dropping our dock over here in the bottom side of the map. 3DB going for this little pond down here, some deep water fish that are nice and easily available to him. And we have an outpost coming up from the Mongols player in order to try to kind of maintain control, keep his opponent in check. But 3DB actually seeing this once the dock goes up and going to try to, you know, fight fire with fire or fight villagers with villagers and see if he can get a pick here and deny that the outpost. And that does get denied, in fact, and now he is going to be able to continue safely gathering food off of the water. Now let's take a look around here. Where's our scout right now? Did our scout get picked off? Our scout may have gotten picked off, actually. I think I may have missed that. Either way, we're going to go up with an outpost on the bottom here for 3DB. 3DB going heavy on the food. We already have the House of Wisdom up, and we're going on to gold. So it looks like we are getting ready to go into the next age. More villagers going to go on to gold. Now, 3DB, a very, very high-level player. I do quite enjoy watching 3DB play. And actually, Khan going to come out here in the bottom to say, hey, 3DB, don't put up this dock. Don't put up this outpost. I want this area for myself. You cannot have it. And not going to be able to take out the villager before the outpost goes up, if I'm not mistaken, just based off damage per minute. But I could be mistaken there. Looks like Scout from 3DB did not actually go down, and is, in fact, just going to harass some villagers on the TC. Actually getting a pick on a Vill, but now the Scout goes down. Say goodbye to that Scout. We'll see you later, alligator. Thank you for your service. And now we must wait to see what happens. This dock in the middle of the map did eventually go up for Action Mark. And now we're going to be producing some fishing ships. And just a little bit here. It looks like our wood economy, or we've been a little distracted with what's going on really around the map here. Take a look at the bottom still. This outpost did go up. Skin of this villager's teeth. 4 HP and a dream to try to get this outpost up and defend this position. And there's not really too much that Mark can do here. He has the 2 spearmen coming out. But is it going to be enough to really hold this position? I'm afraid not. Now we have another villager from 3DB actually going up to the top side of the map to get food economy going up there too. So that way, if Mark decides to focus their attention on the center or the bottom of the map, there's always going to be somewhere else where 3DB is going to have food economy going. So he doesn't have to focus too much under his TC with the sheep, with the berries. He can just kind of pop his vills onto the dock at the top or on the bottom, or not pop his vills rather, but pop some fishing ships out of the docks up there, and they'll be in a great position. We only have the 5 vills on wood right now for 3DB. Take a look at current resources per minute. 3DB ahead in every resource except for stone, which of course is gathered naturally by the Uvu of the Mongol player. And 3DB is actually getting ready to age up here. Going to go up with which wing? The economic wing. Who would have thought? That is probably the best wing to go up with every time, without question. And Action Mark is going to be a little behind here. Not by all that much, but the food economy just hasn't been able to get bumping yet. He's only getting his 3 fishing ships out now. Take a look at the bottom of the map, and 3DB has like 2 more fishing ships than him. It's going to be pumping out some more soon too, but this dock being denied at first, now this outpost being denied by the scout as well. Again, only sending the 1 villager to put it up. Bringing a second one out now, which is a good call. I would just send both these villagers over at the same time, honestly, in order to help kind of defend the position and get that building going up. By the bottom of the map here, we do have some aggression coming out. Let's go into cinematic mode for a moment here. Lots of spearmen. We're going to try to take out this outpost. Not too much that 3DB can do at the moment because there is just no military at his base or on the map to really back this up, and this is going to go down, and it's actually very likely that this whole fishing economy down here does get contested and does get taken away. But if we go back up to the top of the map, like I mentioned before, this dock is up now. We're getting some more fishing ships, and we're getting an outpost there too. Likely to reinforce that one a little bit more strongly next time. And take a look at the vision for Recon, or sorry, Action Mark. I was casting a game of Recon before this one. We love watching Recons, that's why I bring them up. But Action Mark, I don't believe they actually have vision on what's going on up here. I think they have a hunch as to what's going on, and they're sending this spearman over to try to see, hey, is there a dock up here? Is there an economy that I can disrupt? And they will scout that, and the units from down here will eventually transition to the top side of the map in order to contest any food economy coming out from his opponent. Now, here's the tricky part for 3DB, because once this top part does get scouted, what's he going to do, right? I guess he's aging up. He's closer to aging up his opponent. He's almost done. He would be able to get some military ships out and some more military units, like some cavalry, some archers, so on and so forth. But is it going to be that much of an advantage in that uptime where it will really make an impact? Going to be completing our advance to feudal at 652, so we're quite ahead of our opponent. Going up with the deer stones right now with, oh my god, that's 9 villagers upgrading. So that's a lot of lost economic opportunity for Action Mark. But with that being said, we got 6 on food still, probably pulling off the villagers who maybe were on sheep beforehand, because we have a whole bunch of water economy going now. We have 5 fishing ships, 6 fishing ships in the water now, versus the, I mean, technically 5, 6, 7, 8 of 3DB, but only 3 of those are actually going to be active. Another Ville coming down here, going to try to drop a dock because that attention has been split so heavily. Maybe going to be able to get a sneaky little dock up in the corner there. But let's take a look at the vision of Action Mark and see what he sees. Actually, let's see what 3DB sees. 3DB knows that this tower is going up, so it's interesting to see that they're going to send down this Ville just to, you know, get denied again. You know, it's kind of a weird one in my opinion. This tower will be able to scout out 3DB's Ville in just a moment here, and it's going to be a bit of a hard time. Now we're getting a bit of a raid going on here back at the base of 3DB. We didn't talk about 3DB's base layout all that much. Let's take a moment here to address it. A very well protected back wood line, not very wallable by any means, except for if you really go outside the map here and expand. But we have our spearmen and Khan pushing up, which is kind of the signature Mongol push in the dark / feudal age at this point in time. Our gold is not very defensible, not very close to the TC, close enough where he can pull back, but still, berries are pretty close too. So if he has to transition out of berries, he absolutely can. But looks like we're actually going to send these villagers up, not these villagers, these spearmen up to the top of the map to deny the food from 3DB. One outpost did go up. It looks like our Ville is there as well to help deny that outpost. Spearman, it looks like, did go down with the help of a scout and a Ville, but this is going to be way too many units for 3DB to deal with. The unfortunate part about the Abbasid Dynasty is that you have to focus so much on your economic boom that this kind of early aggression can just shut you down completely. There is a Dow out for 3DB, so that is, you know, one, you know, benefit that they do have. They're going to have some ranged attack that can kind of help deny space and keep this area open for themselves. But this scout is going to go down in just a moment here. We actually have a camel archer coming out. Didn't notice that actually went down here. We have double archer range coming out for 3DB. So camel archers are coming out. They're going to go down to the spears, even though they do have bonus damage against spears. Yeah, bonus damage versus spearmen, but they're so weak to the damage of spearmen. So it's going to be a lot of just kind of kiting and running around. Eventually, they may be able to get some shots off and get some picks, but it's not going to be enough. Just too many spears there to really do anything, and now that's going to go down. This Dow from 3DB should get pulled back just a little bit in order to help keep him alive. But looks like 3DB knows that the healing is going to do a lot more than the non-healing of his opponent, and this outpost is denied on the water. These spears are going to go and have to retreat because their numbers have been dwindled so much by the combination of the Dows, the camel archers. But camel archers are very expensive. Let's go back to the base of 3DB for a moment here and take a look. A camel archer is 180 food and 60 wood. That is a lot, especially when you only have 5 units on food right now. And those are the 5 units up here on the water. Still saturating this fishing spot with more fishing ships. And take a look at the bottom of the map now. Another dock looks like it did get denied by Mark, and 3DB unable to get that up. Gonna have to cancel it. And some more idle fishing ships gonna be hanging out here in the bottom of the map. Meanwhile, in the middle of the map, we got 6 fishing ships from Mark. Another one coming out shortly. Well-defended spot, and Output's going to come over here to deny this part of the center fishing on Nagari. And now we're just kind of waiting to see what happens here. Let's take a look at income per minute, and you'll notice that Action Mark is ahead in almost every category except for wood. Now, mind you, 14 on wood versus the 28 on wood for 3DB. So 3DB going heavy into wood, going to go heavy into archers to counter the spearmen that have been coming out from his opponent. And that is a good call, but it's going to be tricky because he's not able to get onto stone right now to build up a second TC, and the Abbasid really rely on that second town starter to make the most use out of their upgrade, which is the what is it called? I can't remember the name of this upgrade right now. I'll put it on the screen in a moment here. Again, it's been a little bit since I've casted a game, so I'm a little rusty on the names of things, but that's okay. I think it's foodstuffs if I'm not mistaken. And actually, speaking of stuffs, looks like some stuffs is happening in the middle of the map here. We got a ram getting for 3DB. The great part about the Abbasid Dynasty is that they're able to get up those siege units without having to research siege engineering. So this ram is going to take out this outpost, and these archers are going to be able to push back these spearmen quite easily, actually. And they're going to get picked if they don't go in the outpost soon. And one actually getting picked on the way into the outpost. You'll see that number going up and then back down. I've unfortunately run into that many times in my my games. It's quite annoying, actually, when that happens. You think you're safe, and you're actually not. But this outpost is going to be down in a moment here. But we do have, actually, some Lancers coming out from Mark. So these are going to be a great counter to the archers of 3DB. And while they are going to be able to take care of the spearmen here, these Lancers are going to be able to hold their own. And these archers are going to be either forced off or cleaned up very easily, and looks like 3B recognizing that all the momentum has shifted in the favor of the Mongols player, and that is going to be GG. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate your time and energy watching these videos. I love casting and making them. If you like the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and like this video so other people may see it, and leave a comment if you want to see more or have any feedback. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Have a great day and stay safe.